Hey guys, welcome to Angel Angela, and today's topic is going to be narcissist, gang stalking, and the dark web of lies. So, for everyone who's subscribed to my channel, I want to thank you guys for showing love and support and standing firm in what a lot of us believe in. And for the people that haven't subscribed yet, for more videos, don't forget to subscribe and like. So let's jump right into this topic. It's so very important. This is one of the biggest important things that a lot of people are missing out on and are not understanding when it comes to these trolls, these narcissists. So first and foremost, I had came across basically an interview, and before I came across that interview, I had seen someone post about internet trolls and how they have proven data that most internet trolls are psychopaths, are narcissists, and people that have like antisocial personalities. And when you really think about the narcissist, and a lot of times just people that do you wrong, and how these people that do you so bad always come back into your life. I mean, when you're doing good and or they sense that you're doing good, they always come back in your life, and they're always spying on you. They're always going to your internet Facebook pages or Instagram pages, and they're always stalking you. And that's a big characteristic trait that these narcissists have. A lot of times when they get new supply, they go by going to Facebook, getting on Tinder, POF, all these dating websites and social medias, because the internet truly is their playground right now. Right now, the internet is filled with nothing but narcissistic people. And they're out here literally preying on the weak and the people who are vulnerable and don't know what's going on. So, a lot of times when the narcissist is stalking you, if you guys have realized, some of them even end up making fake pages. I mean, literally just to see what you have going on in your life, and they might have not talking to you, that you might have not spoken to that person in months or years, but somehow they're on predator mode. They are the biggest predators, and once you deal with them, it's like you can't take them out of your life. They literally become internet trolls. It's just mind-boggling how people are overlooking a lot of what's going on. So the interview that I came across, it was by Google employees that work for Google. And I guess when they started working for Google, they thought they had the easiest job. I mean, all you have to do is literally clock in and sit in a computer, and anything that is rated R, that has violence in it, that basically shouldn't be on Facebook or any of the social media sites, anything that has anything negative, that has anything that has violence in it, basically has to be removed. That's what the job description is for these people that work for Google. So a lot of these people that went into this job, they were getting paid $15 an hour for like 6 to 8 hours. And I mean, to some people, that's a lot, that's like a really dope job, because you're thinking, when you have these meetings with your company, with Google, they're telling you, that Google's such a big company, that you guys should appreciate that you guys work for us. We're one of the biggest companies out right now. They have such a big brand. These people didn't really know what they were signing up for. I mean, just make sure you guys click off all the bad stuff that pops up on the internet. How bad can that be? You know, you already kind of feel like you already know what to expect. You're going to see sex and violence and those type of things. But think about dealing with all that violence for 6 to 8 hours every single day. And not just that, but imagine your job telling you that if you're not covering as much violent content every single hour, you have to keep a score of 90%. And if you don't reach it, you're basically not doing good at work. This is a very narcissistic tactic that a lot of companies use, especially because they know they prey on the weak. And a lot of people are weak minded. They don't understand that their brain is an actual computer. Like I always say, just because you don't remember phone numbers, it doesn't mean you can't remember it. We are the original computers. So what happens is that you're watching all this sex trafficking, murders happen, just animal abuse, child molestation. And during this interview, I mean, they were told that they're not allowed to, because they signed a contract with Google, they're not allowed to tell you guys what's really going on the dark web. So, if you guys don't know what the dark web is by now, basically the dark web is a part of the internet that isn't visible to like the search engines, and they require the use of like a an anima and a I'm sorry, I'm like tongue tied, an anonymizing browser called to be, it needs to be accessed. So you're going to need special software to even get into the dark web. And a lot of the people who are trolling and who are hackers, they're able to access the dark web and basically see all the stuff that the government's trying to stop you from seeing. Because a lot of times, we hear people tell you, don't post all your business on social media because there's people watching, everything. And that is so true. But what you don't really understand is that a lot of times, I don't know if you guys have been on Google and you guys have a question or something that you guys want to know, and you Google it and it doesn't pop up, or you're wondering why there's not certain information about certain things, even things that actually can help you, things that actually can literally help your life. Sometimes you can't find those things on Google. There is a dark web and it's filled with all kind of ish, and the people that are in these dark webs, these are narcissistic psychopath people. These are people who they're living in a virtual world where their mask is completely off. They're not pretending. They are being their authentic evil self. So on this dark web, I mean, you can practically do anything. You can buy credit card numbers. You can hack into people's Facebooks. That's why a lot of times you'll see that, you'll get alerts of, your Facebook being hacked, and they'll tell you you have to go to your settings, and you have to like delete something. I don't have a Facebook, so you guys kind of can figure that out more when it comes to the hacking on Facebook. They'll hack into your Netflix accounts, your bank accounts. A lot of the people on the dark web are scammers. They're buying guns. They're selling drugs. There's prostitution rings. A lot. I heard that there's so much pedophilia that is sickening. They literally, there's so many children on the dark web where literally you have to think, if these narcissists are able to approach you on the regular engine search and they can go to Tinder and all those type of websites, POF, and they can actually lure people into meeting them. This is how a lot of people go missing, because you have to, and not just that, when you're dealing with narcissistic people, a lot of people who have dealt with narcissistic people, and they have narcissist family members, you go around and you move to another state, another city, you try to get away from people and you meet new people. And sometimes you go online thinking you might meet someone, but you have to be very careful, because if no one is, if you aren't being missed, literally, if you're not being missed by the people closest to you, if no one knows where you're at, no one really, if you're out here, especially out on your own, if you're not being missed, you will go missing and no one will know where you're at. So that's why I wanted to bring awareness to this, because a lot of us get online and we're talking to people that we might think that we know them because we have mutual friends, or we know a friend that personally knows this person. But you have to understand that the narcissist is a predator at all times. You don't know what type of sick, demonic shit they're doing behind your back. You don't know if they're into pedophilia. You don't know if they're gay. And they're pretending to be someone that they're not, which I don't have a problem with what you choose. My whole thing is that narcissists lie. Everything about them is evil. They prey they prey on the good, and not just that, but they have a personality that's very arrogant, where they don't think that they're going to ever get caught. And even if they do dumb shit that will get them caught, they think they're so smart that they won't. But everything that they do always comes to light. That's why I really believe in karma. A lot of these people, they're living their life, being predators, and then somehow one day, they get in a situation with, molesting someone or stealing from someone. And sometimes they actually get caught in the act of, selling drugs or buying drugs or doing different things. They always get caught. But you also have to understand that there are people that aren't getting caught. There are people that are actually, they like on these dark webs, who they actually have it set up where it's almost like a cult. Literally, it's almost like a cult, because they steal women, children, whatever it is they're trying to advertise in the dark web. They steal these people and put a camera right in front of them. And then all these other narcissists and psychopaths, which really, they're all in one, the same type of monster. When you really think about it, different types of monsters, but they're all the same. They're monster. Monster is a monster. So they get on here and they start to bet on torturing someone, torturing children. They'll send you $500 if you cut her arm. Just the most heinous crimes are going on in the dark web. And it's really disturbing to know that there's actual people bidding on kids and sex trafficking going on. And then there's kids missing. There's so many children missing right now and all over the world, and no one talks about this stuff. No one talks about how evil the internet is, and how it's making more people evil over money. There's sinister behavior going on, and these people at Google and all these major basically internet sites that control basically the Wi-Fi period, they know that this crap is messing with people. They know that this is how a lot of psychos and sociopaths are getting away with a lot of the ish that they're doing. Not just that, but then you have to think, even when you're not on the dark web, you have things like Craigslist and all these other things where they do the same things. So we live in a world that's just ran with narcissists. The people at Google have to be narcissists for them to know that by them creating the internet and exposing us to all the stuff that they have exposed us, I mean, they know that it's bound to make people break up, because now, your husband's cheating on you because it's so easy to come across supply. So they understand that psychologically this is messing a lot of people up mentally, and not only that, they're putting a lot of people and children in danger. But yet they hire some people to come in to work for $15 an hour, and they tell them that they can't talk about what goes on inside the workplace. And you basically come to work, you sit down, and someone can be on your screen, on your computer screen, crying and screaming, saying, "Oh, I just got abducted. I'm from Texas. My name is so and so. Please help me. They want $50,000 for me." And you have to watch this. You're going to work, and you have to watch this, and literally, you can't help them. Even if you can write down the phone number or write down where they're at, their address, and try to contact police, like, you're not allowed to call the police when you're seeing all these heinous crimes that are being committed on the dark web. The internet is a playground for narcissists. Narcissists don't change. Narcissists are not good people. Half the time they're trolling. They find themselves in chat rooms. They find themselves in calling party line numbers. They're in a constant need for supply, and they're in a constant need to hurt others, because, like I said, these people have no love in their heart. Everything about them, their whole agenda is to torture and hurt others. If someone is willing to emotionally hurt you and even physically hurt you, and you can see it in their eyes how much they hate you, imagine how that hate was built inside of them. Imagine what kind of ish they're into behind your back. You know, as for the people who have heard my other videos and have seen some of the stuff that I've been through, especially with dealing with a narcissistic person, and just unveiling more and more as I learn, and I'm growing more and more. I'm just so shocked to know that there are people that are going into this dark web, and they are literally taking victims from the street and from the internet, and they're putting them on the dark web to sell them for parts, for body parts, and all kind of crazy stuff that's going on. So yeah, this video is just to bring awareness to you guys about narcissists, how a lot of them are trolls. A lot of them, you will meet them online. They will try to befriend you and flatter you. They'll tell you that you guys have things in common. You guys might have posted that you went to a restaurant, and they've been watching you for months, maybe even years. And here they go, "Oh, I love this restaurant. It's one of my favorite. We should go sometime." Or, and you might think to yourself, like, "I don't trust you. I don't know you." And because you have mutual friends, they'll tell you, "Oh, you know so and so? I know them too." Don't trust these people, man. Do not trust them. They're not good people. They're not good for you. Once you let them in, they're going to be stalking you literally forever, for the rest of your life, especially if you have social media. So narcissists, they're basically just created to gang stalk everyone, and they are liars, pathological liars. They will never change for anyone. They don't love anyone. They seek to destroy. They live in a web of lies, the internet web of lies, the dark web of lies, the narcissist web of lies. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Go ahead and subscribe, like, share. Let me know what you guys think. And let me know if you guys have ever heard about, the dark web, and what do you guys think about that. Talk to you guys later on my next video. Bye.